Hi, I'm Andre, and it's time for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode recap. Turtle Power, Mutant Gangland. Gang trying to take over the city, led by Don Vizioso. Not your telly. He ain't showing up. But Don Vizioso's gang is not fighting the Turtles at the beginning of this episode. They are fighting the mighty Mutanimals. They're back. We got Slash, we got Leatherhead, we got that monkey. Why do I keep blanking on his name? Monkey Brains, Dr. whatever. Dr. Falco. They find out that the mob is trying to not only take over the city, but they're also working on specific mutant attacking weapons. They even throw out this tear gas that only affects mutants and doesn't affect humans. Their plan is to wipe the city of all mutants. Meanwhile, back at the lair, the Turtles are fighting each other in the dojo, practicing, and Raph goes on another one of his temper tantrums. He's like fighting Leonardo, getting all upset, really mad at the other Turtles because he feels like that they're not really trying hard to fight. He's always the one that's trying to be all serious, and he's mad at Splinter because Splinter always takes up for Leonardo and not for him. And then Donatello makes fun of Raph, and he's like, you know what, I'm done, I'm leaving. And they're like, are you leaving again? Oh, really? This whole bit again? Oh, Raphael's leaving, everybody. Apparently he's mad at us. We've never done this before. But when Donatello really gives him some mess for doing it yet again, it really hurts him this time, and he's gone. And this time it sounds like he might be gone for good. Splinter's like, look, y'all, I'm sick of this. We've been doing this show for 4 seasons now. Y'all need to grow up. I'm tired of always taking care of you guys. You need to get older, act more mature. Get that teenage out of your name. One time I might be dead, and this time you ain't gonna have no future toy to take you back in time and make me alive again. One day I'm gonna be gone. I can't stop you all the time when y'all do something stupid. Grow up! And they got to grow up fast because the Mutanimals come in and visit and let the Turtles know what's going on, so they gotta go find Raph and save the day. But before they go out there, I just gotta point this out, because this was a really weird moment in the show. So one of the Turtles asks the Mutanimals, hey, where's Pigeon Pete? There's this weird silence, and then Slash just goes, we don't talk about Pigeon Pete. And he moved on. I'm like, whoa, what happened to Pigeon Pete? did he betray you guys? Did he die? Where did he go? It was just so weird. It's like something happened to Pigeon Pete, but they didn't want to talk about it. Did Leatherhead eat Pigeon Pete? What happened? Slash and Leatherhead got hungry one night, was having a dream about some chicken. And I was like, and they're sleeping. They woke up and they're like, oh, snap, we ate Pigeon Pete. I don't know, what you gotta tell us, television show. What happened to Pigeon Pete? What do you guys think happened to Pigeon Pete? Write your answers in the comments. Hashtag what happened to Pigeon Pete. So the Turtles and the Mutanimals go out to look for Raph and to stop Don Vizioso's gang. Donatello and Mondo Gecko catch up with Raphael. And Raphael's like, look, Donnie, I know I got mad before, but the stuff you said this time, they cut deep, Donnie. It cut deep. I'm done with you. But Raphael, Donatello, and Mondo Gecko have to fight some mobsters. They do a great job until they realize it's actually a trap, and they just basically beat the crap out of him. I mean, they mess him up. I mean, excuse the reference, it's kind of insensitive, but they straight Rodney King Raphael. Like, it's just all these mobsters just got Raph on the ground, punching, kicking, and I was like, ow, ow, ow. And then another one knocks Donatello out, takes him away to even knock out Mondo Gecko and take him away, because their plan is to take them to Dr. Pharaoh. We never see Dr. Pharaoh on screen, but he's just referenced, and they said they're gonna take the mutants to him so he can dissect the mutants and find out what makes them tick, so that way they can use that to make more weapons against them. And some people online have said that Dr. Pharaoh is a reference to a Dr. Pharaoh that was in one of the Ninja Turtle RPG adventures from back in the day, and that is what that doctor did in those RPGs, was he dissected mutants. And I forgot to mention that one of the major gang members is this guy named the Hammer, who is basically Sylvester Stallone. Like, the whole time he's like, hey, yo, I'm the Hammer. I'm gonna get you mutants, yo. It's Eric Bauza, the voice of Tiger Claw, who's voicing the Hammer. Eric Bauza also voices Hun, who is basically Bruce Lee. So we now got Bruce Lee and Sylvester Stallone in Ninja Turtles, voiced by the same dude. That's awesome. Let me also point out that you can definitely tell when the budget hits its limit on this show. I love that Don Vizioso has this entire mob gang. He has a huge group of people that follow him, yet 2 of them are twins, so they look the exact same. One is a Sylvester Stallone lookalike. Every other mobster wears a mask. I love that. You can have as many gang members as you want, as long as you hide their faces so they can all have the same bodies. Good job saving that money, Nickelodeon. Them budgets be hurting on that CGI. So now we cut to this creepy room. It's like an apartment room or something, or like an old hotel room. And Donatello and Mondo Gecko are tied up, and they're with Don Vizioso and his mom. But this is starting to sound like some Don Tortelli stuff, but no, there's no feathers. They pull out knives. There's like, we ain't doing no tickling around here. We straight cutting mutants. So the Turtles and the Mutanimals visit Don Vizioso, and they're like, look, man, we don't want to cause no trouble. You just give us our boy back, give us Donatello back, give us back Mondo Gecko, and get out of town, and we cool. Truce. We won't bother you. And Don Vizioso's like, I ain't doing that. I run this city. This is my town, and I'm tired of all you mutants up in here. We got a mutant problem. We need to get rid of all the mutants. I'm like, dude, you getting a little mutist. I was just waiting for him. I don't know, it was just wrong of me, but I was just waiting for him to mistakenly say black people one time. I'm sick of all these mutants. We gotta get rid of these mutants. I'm so tired of all these black people, I mean mutants, in my town. Get rid of the blacks, I mean the mutants. I meant the mutants. But if a couple of blacks go with him, that's cool too. Don Vizioso! And then he flies away. His seat flies. He's in a seat that flies away, got the Italian flag on the back, and flying away while he eating spaghetti and meatballs. It was almost stereotypical Italian until the flying seat. I was like, all right, mobster in an Italian restaurant, eating spaghetti, Italian flag on the back of his seat, kind of getting the stereotype like, oh, his seat flies. Okay, that's different. I don't think that's an Italian stereotype. I'll allow it. So Don goes back to the apartment where they've got Donatello and Mondo Gecko who are about to get cut. They're about to get chopped up. And then the Turtles and Mutanimals figure out where they are, and it's an all-out battle between the Turtles and Mutanimals, the mob, and the Hammer, who is now in this giant mech suit. It's kind of like a cross between the Aliens, the suit that Sigourney Weaver wears, and the suit that Stephen Lang wears in Avatar. Yo, I'm gonna end these mutants. Why does my Sylvester Stallone sound like Yogi Bear? Yo, after I defeat these mutants, I'm gonna get a picnic basket. Yay! I'm smarter than the average turtle. That's why Eric Bauza voices him and not me. He's the Hammer, I'm the Yogi Bear apparently. But of course, the Turtles save the day, and the Mutanimals save the day. Raphael learns his lesson, everyone's happy, and this was just a fun episode. Doesn't really progress any of the other parts, you know, other than the fact that it's the mob trying to take over while they know Shredder is out of commission. But it was just nice to see the Turtles take on some mobsters and take on some people in New York. And I just need to know what happened to Pigeon Pete. Can you please tell me what happened to Pigeon Pete? If you need more Ninja Turtles in your life, go over to How It Should Have Ended. They just put up a new episode, How Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Should Have Ended. And I do voices in it. Donatello, Michelangelo, there's a little bit of crying up in there. So do me a favor, go check out that video and let them know how much you like hearing me in their videos. So maybe they'll put me in more videos. Yay. And thumbs up this video. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I make new nerdy videos all week, every week. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Chain chomp, yo.